Who can make the sunrise? Sprinkle it with juice. That's right, bitches, we're back for some more. The movie thing, the laziest podcast name. I did not end that.
God damn, you just went off with that, didn't you?
Yeah. You know, okay, oddly enough, I've had that song stuck in my head all freaking day, or all freaking week. I'll be working and just sitting like, who can make the sunrise? Sprinkle it. I mean, I just have the Candyman stuck in my head, and I'm just waiting to scare some random person walking by me going, They're like, I was gonna ask him something, but that's kind of scary. Why is he humming that song?
Doesn't, Walmart have their Halloween candy out yet?
Oh yeah, they do.
So there you go. Well, I guess you're in the vegetable aisle.
I'm in vegetables.
Produce.
So
yeah.
I was thinking though, if I ever was a cashier, I can either one get everybody wanting to be in my line, or scare everybody away from my line. Because when they're buying Halloween candy, just who can make the sunrise? Just staring dead at them with these like cold eyes, just scanning. Beep, sprinkle it. Thank God though, I am not cashier trained. I refuse to be, because people who, honestly, alright, now this is a little thing for, if you're a customer at a store, any, store, doesn't matter. You getting mad at the person serving you, or doing whatever, does not help. It's not going to get what you want. I've had people get mad at me in the produce area, because, the Walmart I work at, folks, I try not to mention this too often on the podcast too, by the way, Nick, because I'm just like, I just really don't like talking about working at this place. But the Walmart I work at is very understocked. So, like, especially the produce, we have like 1/3 of the produce we should have, and I hear about it all the time. But guess what? Getting mad at me doesn't change anything, and I won't help you if you get mad at me. That's just the thing. And not only will I not help you, but I will not be afraid to yell at you back, because honestly I don't get paid dick there, so what are they going to do?
Exactly.
You're going to fire me? Oh no.
I'm just going to go in while you're working and just yell at you and then deliver some giant speech about big corporations just towards you, even though I know it's not going to do shit, but just for the hell of it.
I actually had a guy do that to me once. Before I walked in the damn store, he walks up to me, "You work for Walmart, man?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Damn, this place sucks, doesn't it?" I'm like, "Yeah, it does." I guess, I don't know if he was expecting me to say yes. And he starts saying, "Man, I can't stand places. These places use employees." And then I'm just like, "Yeah, he's preaching, brother, they do." And the funniest thing was, this dude was one of those charity guys.
Really?
Those guys for like the Salvation Army. I'm like, you know where you're standing in front of? You're standing in front of a Walmart. If you don't like it, go stand in front of King Soopers.
Well, I mean, it's like fire, You want to get warm, but you don't want to stand in it. You just got to stand by it.
Oh, I also had a horrible experience this week. Okay, Nick, have you seen those guys? I don't know what they are. I don't know what religion they are, but they like to hand out the little New Testament Bibles. Have you seen them around?
I guess I'm lucky enough not to.
You kind of are. Okay, so, like, people, I don't really like to get in religion too much on these shows, because that's someone else's business. And me, I'm religious to a point. I'm really lax on what I do. But, so, when these guys bug me, and bug me, and bug me, and bug me. So literally, I'm at my campus 4 times. 4 times I was stopped by these assholes. I had 4 times it was, "Would you like a Bible? Would you like a Bible? Would you like a Bible?" And no. And I'm not going to lie to you, I lost it. The last guy, number 4, who asked me, "Would you like a Bible?" I grabbed the Bible, I flipped through it real quick, looked at him, said, "No, there's nothing in here about not pushing your religion on somebody else," handed it back to him, walked away. I was kind of pissed. It's like they knew I did that. They found out who I was, because I go to work that same day. They're right outside.
Oh,
they're outside of my
same
work.
People or just same type of people?
Same type of people, giving out the same Bible. Let's put it that way. I don't know if they were the same people, because it's just a bunch of old men. A bunch of old white dudes start to look the same after a while. So they might be not the same people. I don't know. It'd be funny if I ran into the same guy, like, "Oh, motherfucker." The one old black man. Sorry, my dog started woofing because my door opened for God knows fucking reason why. Yeah, so, yeah, they're outside my store. They didn't ask me, thank God, because I would have just like, leave me alone! And then so I'm working, stocking vegetables, and this old man comes up to me. He's asking me where the bags are or whatever. He's asking me some stupid, pointless question where, apparently people can't look before they ask. I hate that shit. It's like, try looking. Then if you cannot find it, ask me. He looks at me, he said, and drives me nuts. This is why I don't usually wear a name badge. He looks at me, says, Brandon. I'm like, oh, God damn it. Would you like a Bible? And I looked at him, I laughed, I'm like, no, because I'm working, so I can't even be a dick to him. I was just like, no, I would not like a Bible. Oh, okay. And he dropped it, so thank God. But one day I was asked 5 times would I like a Bible. Jesus Christ.
Well, I think that's what they're trying to sell you.
I know. I told somebody this. Like about them, like stalking me. It seemed like, and she said something marvelous. She was telling me how a friend of hers, at the same campus I was at, grabbed the Bible, started screaming like it was burning her, like threw it back at the dude and ran. And then the dude stood up apparently and throws it back at the girl who, was pretending to get.
Yeah.
Nick, next time this happens, I'm doing that. I'm gonna just, oh God, get away from me! And throw it up in the air and just start running away going, ah! And just trying to find if there's a water fountain nearby, just start washing my hand like, oh, what is wrong with you?
Were these paperback or hard?
They're paperback.
Alright. See, I don't know why, if they're hardcover, wouldn't see why you wouldn't take it. I mean, you could just cut it open and hide stuff in it, like those old movies.
Just start ripping the pages out in front of them. What? Is this not what I was supposed to do? Or really fuck with them, just open it up, rip out a page, just start eating it. What are you doing? Isn't this what this is for? Oh. Or I kind of wish, I have multiple different things I'd want to do. Just start trying to offer them the Quran or something. Like, would you like a copy of the Quran? Come on, you want to offer me?
Offer them free cross tattoos.
Can I interest you in to talk about Satan for a little bit? Oh, shit.
That's what you should have done. You should have started, what you really should have done, you should have went to the Halloween section, picked up some of those devil horns, started talking to him.
Oh, God. That kind of reminds me of that Jackass skit where the guy's just dressed up as the devil, just boo! Right outside a church or something. There was this one comedian, he made an excellent frickin' point one time. He was sitting there just you know what? I'm surprised this has never happened. People just dicking around inside a church. Because it's not like they have bouncers. He's just if you just roll a bowling ball up the aisle, or just sit in a back dressed up like the devil going, oh! Oh! And just... And I won't lie to you, Nick. I've been half tempted to go to different churches and just do this. I'm sure I'd get my ass kicked. I'm not lying.
Just bring me a video camera and we'll do it.
Oh God, I have to make sure I'm roller skates or something so I can skate away real quick. They're all running after me like Benny Hill style. Oh God. Oh yeah.
You have little tassels on the end of your skates that look like fire.
Dun, 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 all 60s style. Oh God.
Speaking of scary shit, I told you this at the end of the gaming podcast, but for people who don't know, there's this in Northampton in England. There's this guy dressing up as a clown.
Oh God, yeah, I remember you mentioned this.
Yeah, there's some guy dressed up as the clown from It. He's not claiming he's from It, but that's what he's dressed up like. And he's just standing and waving at people. Apparently he says on his little Facebook, but yes, he does have a Facebook. He says he's friendly. He doesn't carry a knife or anything like that. But it was actually funny because I was looking it up today, and then there's actually some guy called Boris the Clown Hunter, which is going to go try and hunt him down.
That is awesome. Dude, if that guy's all dressed, I just picture him for some reason dressed up like Rambo, big old aviator glasses, a bandana, long mullet-like hair, fake machine guns or whatever, or a paintball gun, just time to hunt some clowns. Just like chasing him, just shooting him with paintballs. Die, clown!
Well, I mean, that makes me curious. What's going to happen when they actually run into each other, if they do?
If they do. They probably might. You know, you never know. If he just maps his patterns, he could probably catch them.
I mean, it's not like the clown's going around scaring people. I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, as a clown hunter, you might be able to put a big net over him, but you wonder if the clown's going to take lightly to that, or if he's going to try to, get out and hurt the guy or whatever.
You know what would be funny? If, everyone thought this guy was joking, but he was serious. He, finds him, and all of a sudden, the guy dressed up like the It-Clown was shot with a 30-06. His head basically blown complete off. Rambo, the clown hunter, or whatever his name is, he's facing,
life sentence.
25 years to life in prison for planning out and first-degree murder.
I just can't wait to see the clown just tied up to the city statue. It's like, oh, what the fuck?
Hanging from a tree. That's There's a bunch of clown racists out there. Oh, God. You look like a leprechaun to me. Oh, fuck me. Oh, shit. So how you doing, Nikki G? I mean, I only seen you 2 days ago, or talked to you 2 days ago.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I just broke my night cycle, so I was up at 8 o'clock this morning, feeling fresh,
Feeling fresh. The best part of waking up is cocaine in your butt. God.
Well, I've never woken up to that, but
it's a great, refreshing feeling.
From over there, I thought it was fall. I mean, technically, I guess we're not in the fall yet, technically, are we?
I thought it was fall. No, it's halfway through September, isn't it?
True, yeah.
I mean, I could tell you leaves already fallen because I was just out doing some yard work. So, yeah, I could tell you, or at least pines are falling off pine trees. But, yeah, because we live in Colorado, we don't have any other kind of trees. Wink!
Good, because, my brother, we've been buying a bunch, he's been buying a bunch of Halloween decorations and stuff to put up.
Oh, yeah. You guys are those Halloween junkies.
Oh,
God
yeah.
damn it. Yeah, let me guess, let me ask you, do you actually still carve pumpkins?
Not as much as we used to, but I think I might buy one just this year just to carve it up.
You know what I want to do?
What's that?
I want to just get 2 pumpkins and just carve a big old circle with a little circle in it. And if you see where I'm going with this, and then do with the other one, and then have them right next to each other, and just see what people think. Boobs, Nick.
Oh, okay.
Carve out boobs.
I thought you were talking about one of them was circle, and I thought you said the other one was going to be a dick or something. It's like, wait, what?
Oh, I was thinking about that too, just carving a dick out of it. Mommy, what's that? That's a rocket ship. Don't lie to the kid, it's an erect penis. I didn't even use a template. I just used mine. Just cut around it. Oh God, that'd be so scary.
It's like, yeah, usually we don't put up our Halloween decorations. Usually we'll put up the ones that we don't have to worry about. They're usually the ones that are attached to the house, so we don't worry about the wind blowing them away or whatever, or people taking them and such. And I don't think we have a problem with anyone taking.
You live in the ghetto where people are stealing decorations?
No, but it's always
Shit,
nice.
Man,
to
you
be
get that ghost?
So, it's not our immediate neighbors we're worried about. It's possible anyone we just don't know, or in other areas we'll just go by and be like, oh, well, let's just take that. I think my neighbor had their pumpkin smash, I think that was like 8 years back or something.
You know what I can't stand? And I don't know, you can answer me if you do this. Cutesy Halloween. Where they got the little cute ghost going, with a big old goofy smiley face, or they got the Dracula with those big buck-tooth teeth. It just looks so stupid. God, I really hate freaking, cutesy Halloween, dude. I can't stand it.
Oh, hell no. I mean, I put up pictures of the decorations last year. I mean, we got even more this year, but, yeah, we try not to go too cutesy with it. Especially, we scare little kids as well on Halloween,
Make
so.
Them cry, shit themselves.
Pretty much. That's what Halloween's all about. I'll go more into Halloween stories once we get, more in the month of October.
Oh, yeah, when we're in the month of October.
Yeah, but I've got some pretty fucked up stories.
I don't have any fucked up ones. I have more of me being a dumbass one. So that we'll have a Halloween show probably. Yeah, we'll have probably two different ones. We'll actually, I think a Bloody Screen one, we'll have, one where we're talking about, horror games and horror-themed stuff. Try to find a bunch of horror stuff. We'll even probably do a couple Bloody Times that are about, horror games or whatever. Yeah, so that fun stuff. All I can say is that. Alright, we bullshitted for 15 minutes. 15 minutes of good old bullshit. Oh, never mind. I was going to start getting on a weird tangent about bullshit. But
it's far about waking up. Bullshit.
Bullshit in your cup. Yeah, see? Oh, God. Actually, I've been getting, I know I just said we're done with the bullshit, but I've been kind of getting pissed off at myself because I've been sleeping in till 9. I'll stay up till 12 or 1, but I hate sleeping in past 8 o'clock. I don't know why. It just drives me nuts. I'm actually trying to stay up later and sleep in later, not as late. So stay up till 3 in the morning and wake up at 7 in the morning and somehow function as a human being.
I can't do that naturally, but, of course I have my alarm clocked up or whatever.
If I keep making myself do it, my body will get used to doing it and yada, yada, yada. So, but anyways, that's part of Brandon's life. So, as much as you people care. Okay, let's get into the top 5, which is completely different. Nothing is this like it was 2 weeks ago. So, yay! I have to talk about one thing real quick before we get into number 5. Well, let's talk about number 9 real quick. The Wizard of Oz.
Wait, what?
Yeah. The original 1939 Wizard of Oz, you know that one?
Yeah.
In theaters that they re-released to make it look slightly better. All I can say is, to every single one of you human beings that paid $10 or $15, depending on I don't think it was on 3D. So the $10, $10.50 to see this. Go fuck yourself. You just gave them money for a movie you can watch for fucking free. Give me a goddamn break. It doesn't look any better. Well, it's remastered. You can buy that already. You can buy the remastered version, okay? I've seen the remastered version. Guess what? Still looks like shit.
Well, I think it really is just more for people who have, that nostalgia. But again, it's one thing.
No one's fucking alive that has that nostalgia. I mean, what? My grandparents went to go see this goddamn movie? I'm sorry. I honestly have no respect for The Wizard of Oz. I fucking hate that movie. I really fucking hate it. I understand, it was the first movie in color. I was like, guess what? Yeah, the first racist movie doesn't get anything either. That, Birth of a Nation or whatever.
Was it the first? I don't think it was the first movie in color.
Yeah.
I think that was, something like jazz. So there was Singing in the Rain, and then there was something before that. The Jazz Singer or something like that.
Jazz Singer. Maybe Jazz Singer was in color. I don't know. Wizard of Oz was one of the first movies in color. I'm not 100%.
Yeah, it was one of them.
Down in a while. I haven't taken them. I haven't been in a film class in years. Years. It was years now. But anyways, yeah, my movie knowledge has gone down a little bit about that. But anyways, I really cannot stand that. I have nostalgia is stupid. Okay, nostalgia is something I can't stand. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't speak like that. You're breaking my heart.
Yeah, people are like, well, nostalgia. I was like, no, I don't have nostalgia for, Die Hard. You know what? I just love Die Hard. It's not nostalgia love for it. It's just love. I just love old 80s action movies. Old 40s movies, I can't stand. I can't stand that shit. I know. I'm going to be like, you know what? If you like The Wizard of Oz, please explain why. Because it's not the story, because that's a shitty story. It did groundbreaking stuff. Oh, good for it. Guess what? It did a shitty job doing it. It doesn't. Just fuck that movie. Seriously, fuck it right up its ass with a big purple dildo. Oh God, I'm sorry. I know. I was telling you, and when we're not recording, I was trying to not get on so many rants anymore. But motherfucker, I hate the fact that people paid to see it. It's like the same thing when people paid to go see Jurassic Park. I'm like, oh, fuck you. I own that shit on a VHS, for God's sake.
Well, I can't blame you. I guess I'm on the opposite side with nostalgia, but I definitely understand where you're coming from with the, I need to go see this in the theaters again, even though I have it on DVD for a lot better quality, and the fact, it's just, studio's way of just getting more money. It's just kind of bull crap in some ways to me.
Nick, I say all this, but when I become a hypocrite is when they release the old Star Wars in theaters. Because I don't know how strong I'm going to be where I'm like, well, it is episode 4.
Dude, you know they will. They're going to do it right before they release the new ones.
Oh God, I can't wait for the new ones. I just made my Willy move. Just thinking about that. Alright, we'll get into the top 5, because we've already talked about every other fucking movie on below it, so that was the only movie that came out this week. That was number 9, and like I said, fuck you people. Alright, so number 5, who it actually did really shitty in the box office, but I don't blame it, because Battle of the I don't know, have you seen anything about this?
What was it called?
Battle of the Year.
Nope.
Okay, it's a dance movie. It's another dancing movie. Sadly,
crap.
It makes me real sad, because have you seen Lost?
The show?
Yeah, the show.
Yeah.
The guy that played Sawyer, Josh Holloway, he's one of the main actors in this movie. He's like one of the, he's like the guy who brings the kids together and says, come on guys. And that makes me sad, because he was so good in Lost. And the fact he can't get anything, like, he can't get work, makes me so sad. I'm just like, oh, that dude was so good. And then this movie also has that one asshole from the remake of Red Dawn, Josh Peck. He was the shittiest actor in Red Dawn.
Yeah, I know. He's in old Nickelodeon shows, Drake and Josh.
Yeah, he was in shitty Nickelodeon shows. He is a terrible actor. I'm not gonna, he is awful. Just plain fucking awful. And he's like the main star in this movie, playing his one character type he can, where I'm a pissed off asshole. I paused it. God damn it. I didn't pause it at all. Okay, never mind. Yep, wouldn't be this show if we didn't have fucking technical difficulties. Anyways, you folks know what happened. I had to let my dog out. Number 4. By the way, Battle of the Year. What?
I was gonna say, this is one of those movies with that hippity hop.
Yeah, it's with the hippity hop. Every kid knows how to do really good breakdancing. Even though, honestly, I never met a single person alive that can breakdance. So yeah, I don't know who they're trying to fool here. I mean, it's a bunch of bullshit. I don't know. Not many people paid to see this movie, and this shows what shitty box office this was this week. Being that this is number 5. Guess how much money it made, Nick?
How much?
$5 million total.
Wow.
Just $5 million.
Jeez.
And that just shows how, like, no one went to the movie this week. Like, nobody went to the movies this week. I mean, motherfucker. Just, the hell with this movie. Honestly, okay, if you paid to see this movie, and I know who is paying to see this movie, it's the tweens, not even teenagers, like, the kids who are like, 14, 13, who think it's cool. They're like, oh yeah, we gotta watch something like this, because that's what's hip and up. Yeah, they're idiots with an IQ like 2. So, honestly, they should just take everybody who paid to see this movie in theaters and just castrate them.
Holy shit.
Like, if you're a dude and you did not go with your girlfriend to see this movie, and you went just by yourself, you should be castrated and not allowed to procreate at all. Anyways.
God damn.
No, I hate people. So, number 4 is instructions not included. In the film we were talking about?
Yeah, that was someone last year, like number 3, so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really surprised it's still going on. Yeah, we've talked about this. Man made a new life for herself with a daughter, 6 years ago. Yeah, just, I don't know. I know nothing about this movie. I just know it's some indie film. Yeah, whatever. Number 3. It shows how much I really give a shit about the movie. I'm like, oh, fuck it. I don't care. Actually, for being in the theater for 4 weeks, the fact that it's number 4, not bad. I mean, it too only made like $5.7 million a week, but, fuck it. I just see a bunch of hipsters going in that one. Number 3 came out last week, The Family. Have you seen the trailers?
Yes.
Alright.
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro, The Family, the Mafia clan. I don't know clan, it's, Mafia family.
Were you the one that hated Robert De Niro? Was that your mom, or
No, I don't
was it?
Oh.
We were talking about this the other
No, my
time.
hates Robert Downey Jr. Not the
Oh, okay. I guess right.
No, she's an idiot too. I can't, we can't blame the mentally handicapped. God. So yeah, they go to France for this protection program, and it's just, I don't know, is this just a comedy, or, like, I want to say it's just a comedy, because...
I think it is.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't, like, Robert De Niro's character, he's writing a book about the old mafia or whatever, and of course, once the book goes out, there's gonna be a hit put on him, and apparently his family, it's like a bunch of, trained, kind of like, maybe not, like, super, special operative trained, but, they're kind of badass in their own kind of way.
Yeah, and then, of course, it's all taking place in France and stuff, where apparently it's supposed to be, look at these crazy family. Like, but yeah, they're a bunch of mafia family members just like, oh, look how crazy we can be. We're gonna cuss, not care. We're gonna,
Well, they all are Italian.
Yeah, like some form of Italian or something like that. I'm not dogging on the movie. People don't think I'm, like, really dogging on it. It was nothing that really makes me want to go see it, because I like De Niro a lot. I think he's a great actor, but he has made some choices in this past that made me question some of his comments. Basically, his comments always make me question him, like parents. So yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm just like, yeah, well, whatever. Number two.
That was the awful strange coffee out there.
That was awful strange coffee. What?
That was a real strange cough you had.
Oh, okay. And they said, this awful strange coffee there. I'm like, hey, Nick, focus on the show here. Don't be like fucking Scott and other Nick who are sitting there, I'm playing GTA while I'm doing this. I'm like, really, motherfucker? You can't just stop for like 1 fucking second?
Well, it is GTA, so.
I've been playing GTA too. Guess what I do when I'm recording? I stop. Like Scott, where I'm gonna have it loud enough for everyone to hear too. And then be like, oh, god damn it. Like, hey, buddy, look at this. Look. There you go. Which is in me how those two were like, they were the biggest chatties and they're the ones playing fucking Grand Theft Auto. So I guess I can't bitch too much. Anyways, number two is one I've actually been hearing good things about. Insidious Chapter 2. I don't know why they just didn't call it Insidious 2, but whatever. Insidious Chapter 2, whatever. Wow. I've been hearing good things about this. I have never seen any of the Insidious ones because I'm not really the biggest fan of ghost movies. Not that I'm like, I'm not sitting there under my cover. But it's just one of those things where I'm just like, yeah, I don't really care. The ghost movies don't do anything for me. Have you seen this?
I have not. I didn't really see the first one either. This stuff didn't really draw my attention, so I just,
Someone did tell me something, though, that would scare the shit out of me, is the fact that the main ghost ghoul, whatever, that's haunting the family, is a creepy cross-dressed. It's like some creepy cross-dressed ghost, and I'm just like, okay, see, that scared the shit out of me.
So it's what I thought was a woman, ghosts in the commercials and trails and such.
That dude.
Jeez. Okay.
That's a dude. Yeah, it has a little hidden secret. Yeah. The thing that always... I saw the trailer when I went to go see Elysium, and one part of that trailer got me, like... And it was when... so the guy's just there, and he's there with some paranormal guy, I guess, one of the main characters.
Yeah.
And what's he saying? And he's like something like, he's over there, he's over there.
He said,
and the guy...
He was saying, he's got your son, he said.
Oh yeah, he's got your son. And then they show what's talking to him, and it's a naked old dude. Just sitting, like, not even a foot away from him. Like, real up close in his face, a naked old dude. And honestly, folks, I would rather have a fucking burly demon with, like, pus come out of his mouth and just in front of me than a naked old man pointing somewhere going, he's got your son. All creepy, like. That freaked me out. I'm like, oh, no.
Don't bring Bren to the elderly home, people.
Oh god, okay, yeah, another weird, one thing that scared the shit out of me in my childhood. Alright, when I was in middle school, I had a class that I had to take because apparently, I don't know if you still do this, when you first started 6th grade, you don't get to pick your classes, they pick them for you. And one of mine was like this soul, like, community class for some reason I was in. And we had to go to the old folks home and hand out them root beers. Good God. I'm sorry. I hate to sound insensitive to old people that are just wasting lives. But seriously, I went down because I had to interact with him. I sat down next to one and started asking him something like, hey, how's it going? He just stood there with his root beer float, just sip. Your family not see much? You alone? You want me to take out air tubes? No, I'm kidding. You don't know if I picture if I'm big mom, give me that look like, ah! And like stab me with this walker or something.
Throws a bedpan on his head like a helmet. Get down! Get down!
Get down! I'm with a crazy old man there. Just be like, guess what? The Vietnamese are here. You're like, God damn it, get out of here! And just start, like, you grab and you order stuff.
There you go, people. There's a movie that Brian, is the retirement home, and they go down to Little China.
Oh, God. We go to the nearest Panda Express and just start running. We're taking this place out! He gets, like, a can of aerosol and a lighter just trying to burn the shit down. Ah!
Flipping the tables to some people just saying, get out of your feet now!
Get the Creole face out of there! Mr. That, or you go to the old folks' home and just go real creepy, just pick up one of the little old ladies. He's put me on. Like, oh, we're going. I don't want to leave. Bingo time in it. Oh, Grandma. Oh, I really just want to entice them all and just, like, walk inside old folks' home. Who wants to go to Denny's? And just, I'm all just, like, coming at like a zombie horde. Denny's! Oh, God.
There you go. See, that's gonna be a lot better movie than Insidious 2. Well, again, I haven't seen it. So.
There's our new zombie horror movie right there. A bunch of old people wanting to go to Denny's. Denny's. Oh God, dude. I used to have a great grandma that used to be in an old folks home. All I can say, people, is God damn, those places are so freaking depressing.
Oh yeah, they are.
You walk in there and you just like,
depressing.
I smell death. And it just takes the energy out of it. Just like, this place is, could you at least play something like, at least some Louis Armstrong, when the saints come, like, do something. Jesus Christ. You guys got, like, you have the funeral music. Dun, 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 dun.
But, Brian, you really shouldn't have that Grim Reaper's costume when you went in.
Oh, that was funny as hell. Oh, just walk in, just as a Grim Reaper, like, just with, like, a clipboard, like, is Mr. Anderson here? Mr. Anderson? You go up, desk. Can I speak to a Mr. Anderson? Sir, you have to leave right now. I can't leave without Mr. Anderson. I'm sorry. My boss is a real pain in the ass. He says it's his time. It's his time. 3 o'clock and it's 2:50. I gotta get in there now.
On your way out, you pass by the real death. Like, how's it going?
On my way out, I passed by an old person that's on the outside, just like, I'll see you real soon. God. Oh. Alright, and number one, can we get in some... that's what I love about this show. Number one, a movie was fucking awesome. Have you seen this movie? Or not seen this... Oh, have you seen the movie, and have you seen the movie?
I have not either. I've not seen the trailer.
Oh, okay, see the trailer. Okay, so, explain to you kind of what the trailer... That Hugh Jackman and...
Okay, yeah. No.
Okay, so now you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, Hugh Jackman, Terrence Howard, both their kids go missing, and of course they're blaming the creepy dude in the neighborhood. I mean, I don't ever find any evidence on him, that's why they blame him, or just if he's the creepy dude. And the creepy dude, they picked the best guy for it. He was a guy he was in, Aliens and Cowboys, the piece of shit son to Harrison Ford, and was also in, Let There Be Blood, as the overly religious kind of creepy dude who, that false prophet kind of guy, don't be here! He's that kind of guy. So yeah, you got him playing kind of the creepy neighbor who they're blaming, and there's a couple scenes that they're at of Hugh Jackman literally going to be torturing this motherfucker, trying to find out where his kids are, and then you got Jake Gyllenhaal, the cop, which, wonder why they're taking matters in their own hands when you have Jake Gyllenhaal being your cop. You're like, come on, Tobey Maguire, stop it. Yeah, so this movie looks freaking badass, and the fact it's number one makes me excited. You know what? If I wasn't currently strapped for cash, folks, I would pay to see this movie. But, you already found out in this episode where I work, so no wonder why I'm kind of strapped for cash as of late. So, yeah, that movie looked awesome. It does really well. I know. So people who think I'm a judgmental, like, bastard who just judges movies I haven't seen, I'm not that much judgmental. I'm not saying any of these movies except for Battle of the Year shit. I'm just kind of, I'm a little skeptical Brandon in times where I'm just like, the family probably might not do too well. Or Insidious Chapter 2, actually, I thought was probably a pretty good horror film. So anyways, real quick before we get into news, Nikki G, I'm doing with the Bloody Screen podcast. What movies have you watched this week? Movies, TV, either one.
Wow, man, I've watched some Breaking Bad. I'm trying to get caught up before all the, season. Yeah. I'm at the beginning of season 5. I'm almost there, but
Breaking Bad.
I'm trying to think what else. So Jarhead.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
It's not the military movie I was expecting to be when I saw the trailers, but whatever.
I can't even think of. If I had my Netflix now, I'd be like, oh, what have you recently watched? But it's like, okay, can't even remember what I've seen.
Right now. It's alright. Well, you mentioned Breaking Bad. So, how is the Breaking Bad so far from what you've seen?
I'm loving it. I mean, it's for me, this first season that's, it's just kind of setting up for the most part, but once you start getting past it, it's one of the things like, I really wish bad at, like 4 o'clock in the morning, but once I end it, it's like, oh, well, the play button's right there. Just go to the next episode. So yeah. I've been really binge watching that when I've had the time.
Okay, so, you should Breaking Bad, and people, last week, or a couple weeks ago, I talked about how I'm not the biggest fan of it. I'm not saying it's bad, I just personally care for it. I got in an argument with someone, because I said that exact statement. I'm like, I told the owner, I was like, I'm getting a little tired of people hyping up Breaking Bad. That's not a lie. I'm kind of getting tired. I'm like, oh my god, can you guys talk about something else? And I understand it's a big show right now, and it's just me kind of like, oh, stop. You're hyping something that I thought was just okay. And that is just me. I guess not saying the show was bad. I just don't like it. Someone's like, well, you didn't give it a chance. I gave it over a season. I gave it like a season and a few episodes. I didn't give it a shot. And people were like, well, you gotta get past, I always hate that statement, where you have to get past the first season. I hate that statement. Honestly, for a show, in my opinion, to get me hooked, I should be able to watch the first episode and be like, or at least the first couple of episodes, because I'll admit sometimes pilot episode, just a lot of setting up shit. Mm-hmm. But I should be able to get past 2 episodes at least and be hooked. Like, that's what happened when I watched Spartacus. That's why I watched Game of Thrones, Hell on Wheels, all these shows, Law, all these shows that I really liked, Walking Dead. And I would just be hooked in them, and I loved them. And when I watch one episode, because my viewing habits are different than some people's. Like, I don't watch on TV. I wait for it to come on DVD or Netflix, depending on what kind of show it is. Like, if it's AMC, wait for Netflix. If it's like Game of Thrones or Spartacus, I just go out and buy it, because they're never going to see it otherwise. So yeah, I when I can watch the entire, I just watch the entire fucking season.
Well, even speaking of, the thing about Breaking Bad for me, as much as I like it, as much as for me, it's not as crazy, only because I know that the two characters, Walt and Jesse, they are going to make it all the way through, because you see the commercials for the for the ones right now, the current episodes. So for me, I know they're going to make it through all this stuff, so I have nothing to really worry about. It's still kind of intense in a sense, but, for me, it's like, oh, they're obviously going to make it out of there, so it's not as big as, for me, as if I had watched and not known anything about it. So
I agree with that.
Yeah. And speaking of pilots, I probably will do from one of my own self-reviews for Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, nice.
So that one just started last week, so look for.
All right, you let me know talk about that a little bit after the show. Yeah. I do have to say, though, I agree with you with that statement saying, like, well, these characters aren't going to get jail, jail maybe. I'm not, it's like during an episode, before at the end of the season. When the season finale starts, then it's all, or series finale, then all bets are off. But during you're just like, well, the 2 main characters are going to be okay. But shows like Game of Thrones and even Walking Dead to a point, any character at any time can be killed off. Like, one thing I love, like Spartacus, you kind of know some of the main, like the Spartacus ain't gonna get killed off. So, like when he's going shit, you're like, well, he's still gonna make it out of it. But characters can be killed. Game of Thrones, the thing I love about that shit, because anybody can be killed off. For fuck's sakes, spoiler for season 1. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I want to spoil season 1 because you haven't seen it.
Well, I think I know what you're talking about. Go ahead. I've.
All right. Well, main character, or so you assume to be main character.
The man who was born to die.
Yeah, literally. That one's like, it's a minor spoiler, because if you know anything about Sean Bean, you know he does not last long in anything. But yeah, it's just those shows where anybody can be killed off. It just kind of, it makes it more suspenseful when if a character gets in trouble or something, you're like, oh, I like him, please don't kill him off. And that's my personal thing. Like on Wheels, I kind of have that Breaking Bad thing where I know the two characters, they're not going to die. You know, I know on Wheels actually did one thing that kind of made me annoyed, where a dude got shot in the back, he got shot in the mouth, and you saw the bullet come out of the back of his head. A couple later, he's back. I'm like, what? And he's like, I barely made it out alive. And I'm like, and yes, he is Irish, so me doing that is actually perfectly okay. And the whole time I'm thinking, like, what the fuck, dude? How you? No, this is old time days. You're dead. Okay, if you got shot in the toe, died in these days. Don't you give a shit of? Oh, I just barely. I saw a bullet come out of the back of your fucking skull. Apparently, it came out of his throat. But fuck it, whatever. The companies I saw this week, they're nothing new. I saw X-Men Last Stand. Don't ask why. I actually don't think it's not as shitty as Wolverine Origins, but it's like the second worst of the X-Men movies, in my opinion. Second worst, the worst one being Origins, the best one, in my opinion, as of now, being X-Men First Class. And then after that, it just kind of goes into like, well, these ones are just barely better than this one. Yeah, I watched Last Stand. They make some decisions with characters I just don't like. There's still that one thing where I'm just thinking like, God, this really doesn't make any damn sense for Days of Future Past with what I see in this scene right now. And I don't know if it's a spoiler or not. Is that a spoiler? Does everyone know that in the next movie?
It seems we'll say, I guess we'll say, so now if you haven't seen it, go ahead and maybe skip forward a couple minutes or so.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the little extra clip at the end, or if you haven't been on IMDb at all, I mean, this hardly counts as a spoiler. The fact that Professor X, he gets evaporated. And I'm just like, okay, I'm really curious on how they bring him back. But you know what? I was looking at the cast on IMDb. Pretty sure I know how to make his... You know who's in Future Past?
Go ahead and say who.
Cable. Yeah, they're bringing Cable, one of my favorite mutants. They're finally bringing him to an X-Men movie. What's even better, Nikki G?
So you gotta promote there.
Okay, yeah, I think it's the same thing. What's even better is, or not even better, but besides the fact Cable's gonna be in it, making him black. He's a black Cable.
Awesome.
But I also made a weird fan of Trask, like the Sentinels. He's acting X-Men Last Stand. Yeah,
really?
He's for Homeland Security at the time. And say, Trask, what do you think about this? I'm like, oh, that's weird. Of course, they picked Pinklage, which is definitely not the same character.
Well, I know, I remember, the only time you ever saw Sandal in the X-Men Last Stand was, when the head was rolling.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think it was a studio decision or something. It was some decision made, but they told the director that you could not use the Sentinels.
Okay, what happened? Okay, so I actually know the story behind this.
Right.
The guy who, I don't know if he runs Fox still or if he ran Fox. I don't know, the guy who was running Fox at the time of the X-Men, of the first 3 X-Men Origins, he loved X-Men and he loved Wolverine, hence why we had a Wolverine movies by now. He was a big fan of Sentinels were stupid. Sentinels were because they're giant robots, that's stupid. Let's keep it up with the Magneto story. And I can say he's a fucking moron because the whole story with the humans versus mutants, so badass. I love that storyline in the X-Men. I love the living shit out of it. So I love variation on it. Like, that Wolverine and the X-Men had a wonderful variation of it. So yeah, he wasn't allowed to throw Sentinels in there, and that's why X-Men Last Stand only have a Sentinel head come flying in the Danger Room, so technically it exists. But the fact that Days of Future Past is going to have Sentinels, I'm excited. So I watched that, and I also watched Push. You've seen Push, right?
Yes.
I wasn't, I watched Push again, and it was okay. It was okay. I watched 2 okay movies this week. Push
Just
was
some popcorn movies.
Yeah, it was some popcorn movie. Push wasn't really a big popcorn movie for me because I literally ordered a pizza that day because I had nowhere to be. So I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll order some pizza. I'll just sit down. Actually, it was a pizzone it wasn't really a full pizza. I just got a couple pizzones or pizzone. I ordered pizzones to sit there, watched some Push. Thought I was like, that was okay movie. I'm kind of glad they didn't make us do it. So, anyways, let's get into some news. All right, I got one news story that was about, and it's kind of cool and kind of meh at the same time. So, they're basically doing a Troll remake.
Really?
Troll Hunter. No, Troll Hunter. I know, I actually forgot that. Troll Hunter remake. Yeah, so it's basically, it's kind of that thing where they're remaking it kind of for American audiences. I want to turn on the trailer right now, but, the Troll Hunter remake is it's gonna be shooting, I'm just kind of skimming through this right now. It's gonna have older actor. They're kind of thinking Robert Shaw in Jaws. If I remember correctly, Robert Shaw was the old guy, the older guy who said, I could kill, I'll hunt Jaws for you. So, that's a perfect guy, the guy who, who's sitting there, to go hunt trolls. Have you seen Troll Hunter, real quick?
I have not, but I think,
on Netflix, dude. It is on Netflix.
Was that the one that's funny because it's bad, or was that the second one?
Troll. That's Troll.
Okay.
That's Trolls. Troll Hunter is kind of like a found footage documentary film where these college students meet up with this old Norwegian kind of dude, and they follow him. They're like, oh, this dude's, because they're thinking he kills bears because they're trying to make a documentary about this evil bear killer, and they're following him around. And when they finally find him, they find out, oh shit, he's killing trolls. And these trolls are done well. I mean, they're animated perfectly. They do it perfect with the CG. Actually, I think I'm going to watch Troll Hunter, try to find it at Walmart for like $6 and buy the fucking film, because it's an excellent film. And basically, the rest of the movie is this Troll Hunter kind of like teaching these kids how to find trolls. He's like, okay, like how to hunt, like one of the first trolls they kill is under the bridge. And these trolls are huge, by the way. They vary in size. They could be either like from as the size of a house to the size of like a skyscraper. It all depends. And you kill them in different ways, like with ultraviolet rays, sunlight. I can't remember the rest of the ways, but like the first one to kill him, and like the first one he hunts, he says like, none of you are Christian, right? And they look at him, like, no. He's like, yeah, trolls really like Christian blood. They can smell the scent Christian, so. And that subtle little thing like that just made me laugh. The only thing that kind of makes me sad though is I wish they would have dropped the whole found footage thing after they found out he was the troll hunter, and just with the normal movie after that. Like at first when they were trying to stalk him, it's cool, and even when the first troll sightings I think would have been cool. But the rest of the movie, the whole shaky cam thing, kind of like wishing like they would have just made it into a normal movie after they found out. It's an excellent movie, and the fact that we're making it for American audiences, I say go up either way. The news article goes on to say, God forbid if American audiences read subtitles, and I'm kind of in that same boat. I'm like, come on, guys. When you tell some people to watch this movie, it is subtitled, but it has subtitled with some English, so they do have English points in there. But you know what? It's one of the best foreign films I've ever saw. And Nick, you need to see it.
It is on Netflix, right?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Even the articles.
Cause I was going through movies and I think I saw it. I think I scanned by it. And I was like, I don't think I remember that, but okay, I'm definitely going to watch this.
Yeah, you need to watch it, and then next week, movies you've seen, you're gonna be like, Troll Hunter and Brandon was right. Yeah. What do you got for news?
A small one for right now. Mark Wahlberg, went back to school, has a high school diploma.
Had that?
No, he dropped out in ninth grade.
No shit, I didn't. So now he has his GED.
Yep. Because I don't know if you remember somewhat of the story was. It's a vague description, but he kind of dropped out in trouble. He stabbed that old guy's eye out.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he went to jail. In there, he worked out. I'm not sure I'm not what happened and what went around, but he got out, did modeling, Calvin Klein and that stuff, rapping, and then became an actor, and all that
what
stuff.
Changed his mind was being in that one boy band that he was in, basically.
Marky Mark?
Yeah, Marky Mark. I forget what the hell they were called. New Kids on the Block. That was it. It's a good thing he did that after jail, because I guarantee if he went on there, if he went to jail after being in New Kids on the Block, he would have, no matter how much he worked out, they would make him prison bitch. Like, oh, how about you sing me some nice little, tunes now?
Yeah, from what I know, he was saying he was doing online classes, so. Yeah.
Okay, I was like, that'd been so awesome if you're at the local community college taking some classes, you're like, is that fucking Mark Wahlberg? Is he in class with us? And you couldn't...
Am I getting punked?
The teacher would be thinking, like, okay, am I being punked right now? Seriously, Mark Wahlberg is in my class. He's like, no, just keep teaching math. And then, if he started getting good grades, everyone would be like, he's being favoritized. Oh, but anyways, what other news you got? Because, God, I never knew that. Then again, really, honestly, Nick, I kind of stay away from actors' backgrounds and even just their personal life. Unless they do something, like, stupidly crazy, like, yell at police calling them a Jew, then I don't hear about it, honestly. Anyways.
Well, man, I watched some of the Actor Studio episodes.
So if you watch TMZ, I'm hanging up right now.
So yeah, I can watch over the inside of the Actor Studio, and they bring them on, do those interviews. So those are actually pretty interesting and fun to watch.
All right.
But the second one, Zac Efron, which you probably don't give a shit, but
I know. I know who he is.
Apparently, he was getting out of rehab for cocaine.
Really?
Yeah.
He had a cocaine problem.
Mm-hmm.
God, what do we turn into Insider Actor Studios? We just keep bringing him actor news.
Well, I mean, apparently, from what it says, it's that he actually kind of started out of control during the filming of, Neighbors, which is a new movie picked up in April.
Yeah. He too into his character?
So yeah, he plays like being a fraternity house leader and sense, but it's like, holy crap, 'cause I heard he was, got raped, but I didn't think it was for cocaine. Rich man, I guess.
Yeah, it's not a big... And honestly, I don't judge actors because of cocaine. I mean, look at Robert Downey Jr. That dude had a drug problem, and now he's clean, and he's freaking great. And,
I wonder how... Was Robert Downey Jr., was he gone? Because I know I've heard stories of where he was on the set. Mm-hmm. I mean, he might have been, he came in, he was kind of, high or whatever, and he would just sit out in the dark corner until he was called up. He'd do his act and nail it on the first shot and go back and, just lay back in the same corner where, that guy from here, he's actually he's been, he wouldn't show up for work. Now it's some of the problems that are happening there.
Oh, yeah. That's usually the big of getting in trouble in Hollywood. They don't care if you do cocaine or whatever you do. Just show up for the thing and get your lines right. That's what Lohan never learned. Anyway, what other news you got? Is it going to be another actor? Let me guess. Miley Cyrus, she got caught with meth. I don't know.
That wouldn't be news at all now, would it?
No. Miley Cyrus is pretending that she's hot, even though she's like 20 years old. She still looks like she's 16.
Well, anyways, Simon Pegg is being starred as an assassin in Kill Me 3 Times.
Really? Is it going to be a comedy?
I'm not sure. It doesn't say if it's going to be a comedy exactly. I think it's going to be somewhat of a more serious film.
But it has to be. Simon Pegg, he's perfect at comedy.
I actually think it is going to be a comedy. It doesn't really say in the thing because it's got earlier news, but he's going to be playing as a professional assassin who was hired to kill a singer's wife. Mm-hmm. So, and this story is going to be told from 3 different points of view. So, we look forward to that.
You know what this is that plot sort of reminds me of? You Kill Me, I think it was. Have you heard about that movie?
I have not.
It has Ben Kingsley, and Ben Kingsley is like a hitman, and he's not shy about it. Like, he's in AA or whatever, and they're like, hey, my name is so-and-so, and I kill people for a living. And he's just saying this in Alcoholics Anonymous, and they're just like, hello. And he's just like, yeah, every time I used to, kill somebody, I'd go drink. And he's just not shy about it at all. And it's kind of like one of those really dark comedies. And that's kind of what this is sounding like to me, sort of a dark comedy, where, you got Simon Pegg, who's he's an assassin, but he's kind of, goofy about it a little bit. but he's still probably good at what he does. God, it's gonna be kind of hard to see Simon Pegg as badass though, because he's usually the goofy, goofy son of a bitch. Like I just got done watching Star Trek Into Darkness a couple weeks ago. Not, Simon Pegg Scotty there, and I'm just the whole time I'm just like, God, I love this guy. One bit of news. I think we got time for one more news. Make a good one.
Okay, well, Benedict Cumberbatch, well, I guess rumors are still kind of out there, because they're kind of being a little bit more out there that he's going to be playing a villain in episode 7 of Star Wars.
I think, didn't we talk about this?
We talked that he was rumored. I think they're saying it's kind of being a little bit more confirmed. From a quote, from a quote he was saying, I don't know, who knows, nothing is known of that, nothing is known of that. I work, with JJ, obviously, so everyone knows. And so basically he was just kind of saying, like, there was not really a no, but he was kind of circling around it, around saying yes. So it's kind of being more confirmed that he was going to probably play a villain. And then there was some, I can't really pronounce it, but, Saoirse Ronan is rumored to be in there as well. She turned down the, Scarlet Witch position, so. Some woman named it's hard to pronounce for, I think. Sorry, Ron.
Oh, okay. It's really hard to pronounce Natalie Portman. Something really. It's really kind of. You know what that means? If he is going to be a Sith Lord, there's a couple things there, Nick. One, thank you, Lord, because he's such a great villain. Two, son of a bitch, he is like J.J. Abrams now. He's taken over the nerd industry. He's going to be Smaug and Sauron in the new Hobbit. He's going to be, or the Necromancer, but we all know who the fuck the Necromancer is. That's fucking Sauron, everybody. I hope that's Sauron, right?
Oh no, I don't think I've ever read that part in the Hobbit,
I think that's part of the extended universe.
Yeah.
I don't remember that being in the Hobbit either. But if I'm not mistaken, that Necromancer is Sauron. That, or it's a whole new villain that I've never seen before, which awesome. But anyways, he's gonna be he's at least playing a dragon in fucking the Hobbit and the Necromancer. He's Khan already gonna be at least he's coming back for the next Star Trek. So he's Khan in Star Trek, and then if he plays a Sith Lord, son of a bitch. Now, if he plays as a Sith Lord, do you want to be human, or do you want to be kind of like Darth Maul, alien type one? I'm voting for more of an alien type one, because I've had my fill of these human Sith Lords. Let's get into some dark looking Sith Lord, or at least kind of like how my character is in the Old Republic, where he's like a cyborg, has a bunch of metal shit in his face. That'd be kind of cool too. But then that'd be too much reminiscent of, Vader, so I think it wouldn't be the smartest idea. I don't know. What kind of Sith would you want him to be?
Well, I guess it doesn't matter to me. I mean, as long as it's good.
As long as it's Benedict Cumberbatch. He could be Doctor Who. He could be freaking Sherlock Holmes for all I cares with a lightsaber. Dude, I like Benedict Cumberbatch a lot. That guy is. I have not seen this. I even watched that Sherlock show he is in, and that show is awesome. So, thank you. I hope he is. God damn, is he a good actor? I wish I had his voice. That, really dark, deep, British voice of, just I have seen Into Darkness 4 or 5 times now, and each time he's on screen, I just get chills. Oh, dude. I know, I have a guy crush on him. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just like, oh, dude, you're so cool. Can you be my dad?
We'll send you a bunch of posters to hang on your walls.
I know, honestly. Oh, God. That we're coming up on an hour. Yeah, we've had some fun. We've had some laughs. We've had some laughs.
Ooh, it's the prettiest podcast in the universe.
Or since I was talking shit about freaking where the Wizard of Oz, somewhere over the internet. We're closing. Visit us at bloodyscreen.weebly.com to comment and to get away from all those freaking pesky ads. Because the Bloody Screen podcast, we do not add our stuff. Because, well, I in order to get ads, I have to get my own domain, and I've been dragging my shit on that until we start. I really want to start picking up a little bit more ahead before we can, I mean head as in, Chinese hookers. So I want us to get more Chinese hookers before we start. Everybody, don't forget to literally listen to what I was saying, bloodyscreen.weebly.com to comment and all that fun stuff. I promise people I will get better at putting the stuff up on the site at least within a similar amount of time as I do upon the YouTube. It just, blah, blah, blah. So, I will get better at doing that. Don't forget to, let us know what you think about any of the shit we talked about this week. Please, please, please. Alright, your interactions with us, it makes it all worthwhile. So, you're here, you're queer, get used to kidding. That's it, everybody. Have a good day. Have a good life. See you next week. And good night. Woo! Oh yeah, no. Yeah! Movie Thing Podcast, bang! The reason why I keep going is because I'm technically not wanting to stop. I fucking hate this program. Yep, this is being recorded. I guess I'll just keep